Fellow YouTubers, looks like we are online. This is part 2 of the Greymoor playthrough. Started the other night with our warden, Thorir Fortinbras, our intrepid hero. Landed, came out of the prison, off to the land of Skyrim, discovering a vast conspiracy of vampires here in the land of Skyrim. And he is now back. So, we will probably be off to the town of Solitude. And as you know, if you've played through Skyrim, that Solitude was one of the first towns that you came to in Skyrim. Very memorable for many people. And I'd be very interested to see what it looks like, if it really matches what Skyrim looks like. And that's going to be hard to do. Graphics in Skyrim, as we all know, were and are top-notch. Even, God, what is it now? 10 years later, almost. And this game is, Skyrim is still a marker of what games can be in the industry. So this has a lot to live up to. Of course, as I have said repeatedly before, it's not really possible for them to get to the character detail that Skyrim has. It's just not possible in an Eidolon game. They did pretty well, and they are improving things. As you can see, the graphics are getting better, but just not exactly what it was. But for scenery, it's getting real good, I have to say. It's getting a lot better. So, alright, so we've got a marker here off in the distance to go to Solitude. We're going to follow along that. And we have, let's see what we've got here in our journal under quests. We really only have one quest going on right now, and that is the Gathering Storm. And this is after escaping the Ice Reach Covenant, Fionn suggested I warn the authorities in Western Skyrim, capital city of Solitude, that I should head to Solitude so I can report the Ice Reach Covenant's activity to the city authorities. So that's where we're going to head. We're going to head there today and see what's going on. As usual, with my little bit of role-playing here that I'm trying to do. Anything OOC out of character, I'll use my normal voice, and in character, I'm going to try this very poor sort of Viking / Scottish / I don't know, Western European accent, whatever the heck you'd call it. But anyways, that's what we're doing. Hopefully it entertains you. But off we go. Off we go to the town of Solitude.
I hope you have another supplier.
And you know what? Let's to get into things a little. Let's turn up the music a bit. I do so love this kind of eerie violin that they do in here. It really does kind of help things. And if it gets to be too much, we'll turn it down. Okay. Beautiful lass singing a beautiful song. Let's have a listen for a bit. Very lovely. And the smoke beast. It is a long road to Solitude. A town I've yet to been to before. A Kirkreath temple discovered. I dinna ken what this is. Is this above me? Nah. I believe we shall keep going towards Solitude for now. Perhaps we should travel back to the temple at some time. But let's make our way to Solitude. These ravens. They pepper the road. They're everywhere. I don't know if this is a sign that there is death ahead of me. Possibly in this great adventure. And I see in the distance, is that the great city of Solitude? Oh boy, and just a little out of character moment here. This is so familiar. This is one of the first, as I said, this is one of the first places you come to in Skyrim. And boy, does this look familiar. This is just great. Looks like we are approaching the town of Solitude. There is a few houses down here. I believe we shall explore a bit. Chickens and livestock, people tending to their farms. It all seems so very normal. I dinna ken what all is going on here, but I do know that something is wrong. This Ice Reach Coven seems to have the people gripped in fear. Aye, and there's a way shrine. And it looks like someone I should be speaking to. Aye. Beautiful ship there on the docks, waiting to take us to faraway lands. Perhaps this gentleman knows something of what we should be doing.
There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe.
Wait, what are you giving me, lad?
Information. The Ice Reach Coven. At work in the west. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming!
Who's coming? Lad, the ones who attacked you?
Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
Hold on!
You there! What did that fugitive tell you? Who are you? Another spy?
Spy?
What did this lying Easterner say to you?
I was just going on about me business when I saw that he was injured.
Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you.
Aye, he said something about it. Ice Reach Coven at work in the west. Do you know what he means?
Ice Reach Coven? Ridiculous. The only threat to the west are those damn spies from eastern Skyrim, conspiring against our king. Forget whatever nonsense this skeever told you and be on your way. You hear more talk like his, report it to the guard.
I also came here to warn you about the Ice Reach Coven. They're definitely at work in this area.
Don't start spreading rumors about Reach witches. You go panicking the good folk of Solitude and I'll toss you in a cell. And how is it you know so much about this witch work?
I was abducted by the Coven, but I escaped after learning their plans.
And my grandfather killed 12 giants with his bare hands.
Ah,
But at least he had the good grace to string a few of their teeth around his neck before he made the claim. Got any proof? Or do you want to reconsider making a false report, eh?
all I have is my word, laddie.
The word of an outsider isn't worth mammoth spit.
Outside.
Keep sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and you'll wind up just like him. Mind your own business, or you'll find that Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators and strangers.
Ah, be on your way, Corporal.
Go on. Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
No way to talk to a Jarl. Perhaps I shall use Brondald's papers now. A scrap of paper with hurried writing scrawled in a shaky hand sits atop the pile. Brondald, the guards came asking about you. They were rattling their scabbards to anyone they could find. I'm scared. I hid your horse in the woods. I'll wait in the barn by the stables outside the city, but only for one more day. An official-looking form with an annotation. Declaration of Customs. Proof of departure, Sentinel. Proof of arrival, Solitude. Cargo offloaded. 3 barrels, Oasis water. 4 crates, Skivrim housewares. 5 crates, Thorstad pottery. 1 crate, Sentinel canteens. Saw a crew member suspiciously making several crates on the docks. Hidden compartments, couldn't look inside. A small, tightly folded note tucked in between the sheets. Left a surprise for you. Follow the directions, where stones stand south of the lonely docks, in the shadow of their shelter, where the living trees keep watch. Seems we have a bit of a mystery on our hands. Only more questions. But I believe the first thing we should do is meet Brondald's contact. And maybe search these crates. Follow whatever directions this gave. Let's head off. See where Brondald's contact is. Here they be.
Stay back! I'll do it! I'll stab you!
Easy, lad.
I mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker!
I'm not here to hurt you. I need to talk to you about Brondald.
I don't know any Brondald. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours.
Brondald's dead. He left me with a handful of papers and a lot of questions.
Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again.
Lass, I didn't kill Brondald. Just tell me, what is this all about?
He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was nice.
Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing, trying to blend in, but still rough around the edges. Same with their horses, sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager.
Job postings?
Lyris. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidic Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them.
Hey, so what are you going to do now, lass?
Take Brundle's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Bronn was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Wilhelm is like that.
Are the people here that suspicious of strangers?
We are stuck between the despot of Markarth and the Skald King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without a threat of war. It is exhausting living this way.
You think these men were trying to hide where they came from?
They'd be wise to. The only time Reachmen and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor, or writing for that matter. Not the sort to post job notices.
What do you think they really want?
Who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers. Can't imagine Reachmen would hire Nords, so. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Tell me about the Reach.
A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between Reachmen and the Nords more times than I can count. But they control the territory now. Seeing Reachmen wandering the streets of Solitude, it makes me nervous.
Why does that make you nervous?
You would feel the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Markarth. What the Reachmen do to folks they capture. Better to slice your own throats than let those barbarians take you alive. If they raid our hold, just run and don't look back.
What else can you tell me about the job postings?
Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidek Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them.
So what are you going to do now?
Take Brundle's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Bronn was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Wilhelm is like that.
Aye, lass. Well, good luck, whatever the world brings you. Goodbye. So, more mysteries. Off we go. Into Solitude. We must search for that crate. Many visitors here in Solitude. Many visitors from many lands. 'Tis a bustling port town. I could only hope that they're all looking for the same thing that I am. A resolution to this mystery. Crate. Looks like the one I was told of. Fragments of pottery, possibly urns, litter the bottom of a hidden compartment. Beneath packing hay, a strange ash or dust covers the fragments. I believe I shall take these with me. No, possibly I should follow those directions I was given. It looks to be across the river. And I've not a boat, so possibly I'll just make my way across. Luckily, all good Nords know how to swim, and swim well, or at least adequately. Hardy and plain folk we are. What is this? Spriggans. Never did like them much. And a dire wolf at that. Aye, and look here what we have. Backpack. I wonder if this is Brundle's. Letter to Lyris. Lyris, if you've been reading this, I never made it to our meeting at the Blue Palace. I am likely either dead or in a dungeon, but I was able to send word your way. I don't have solid proof that this Ice Reach coven you've been hunting is in the Halfguard hold, but something's rotten in this capital city of Solitude. I know I'm on the right trail. Unfortunately, it seems they know it too. I wish I had more information for you, but I'm sorry. Bring what I found to Queen Geared. She's more level-headed than the High King. Without her influence, I doubt you'll even be allowed to see High King Savagrim. Bundled. The journal itself reads as follows. This assignment is going to be more challenging than I anticipated. Locals are suspicious of strangers. Guards always seem to be watching, even in the city of size of Solitude. Even among Nords, I stick out like a sore thumb. Made your contact at the royal stables. Young woman named Corvrin, starry-eyed knave, told her to keep watch for unusual travelers. No one else was talking. I'm going to settle into a routine, get people used to me seeing me around. Everything passes through the Lonely Toll at some point. It's the best place in the city to talk to locals and learn more about what's going on. There's an orc that frequents the establishment, goes by the name of Mog. Seems to be willing to talk as long as you keep his mug filled. If anyone knows something about Ice Reach Coven, I'm sure to find it in the Lonely Toll. Any trust I built with these locals evaporated at the mere mention of witches. Won't say a word about them unless you count prayers to the gods. I guess they take dark magic more seriously this close to the Reach, but they'd rather shut their ears to it than court misfortune. Corvrin came through for me. Said some rugged types arrived on mountain mares, trying a little too hard not to be noticed, but they put up postings all around town recruiting for something. Sharp girl. A recruitment flyer is stuffed in between the pages. I shall have to read the rest of this later. It appears the Spriggans are all over this tiny island. But, no matter. I believe our best bet is to go into Solitude, get to that inn, and maybe find that orc. He seems to be the one to speak to. I must say I've missed the clear blue waters of Skyrim. Lyris Titanborn is our contact. Seems she'd be the one to know what is going on around here. So, let's be off. On to Solitude. This is absolutely beautiful here. Gorgeous, gorgeous town. Although I think we may be going the wrong way. Out of character note here, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely almost spot on what Solitude looks like in Skyrim. And I guess this is supposed to be 1,000 years or 100 years before. I guess I could see that. There are small changes, but it is astounding. The tall wooden doors of Solitude stand in front of me, and I enter. Again, visitors from all shores. Interesting guard. Seems a bit vapid in his look. Strange. Very strange, these guards. Some of the people here seem to be very pale. If I was a thieving man, I could make myself a fortune here. Snow melt sweet. These guards look very odd. It's a tavern. Halfringer's Horde. Well, we should get on about our task. Find this Lyris Titanborn. I believe I'll find her up ahead.
What?
The guards here are very suspicious. Gentleman up atop here. Seems like he may know something.
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two. Welcome to our hall. Are you familiar with the guild?
The guild?
The Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk for a moment?
He sounds good. Let's talk about the Fighters Guild then.
Excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you?
Well, you mentioned a singular purpose.
Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains, plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights.
What happened to the old guildmaster?
Guildmaster Jofnir passed away recently, very suddenly. I always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand. But he passed away in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but Colors has proven to be a very able leader.
And you're not part of the Dominion military?
No. We only draw blades in service to the Guild. We're technically neutral in the war between the three alliances. We love the Eagle Banner and Her Majesty, of course. But every race, every creed belongs under the Guild Hall's roof.
What exactly do I get in return?
There's a good question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know, you might be the next Jofnir.
Well, I've heard enough. I'm ready to sign up. I'm ready to join the Fighters Guild.
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra.
Alright, out of character moment here. Looks like this is the same basic quest for the Fighters Guild that they have in every city. Sees all colors, and you'll end up going on a quest to start that. Don't know that we'll start that quite yet, but Fighters Guild is definitely something that we want to do with this character, because there are some great skills that go along with that tree. Peculiar bottle.
Yes! Yes!
There's a quest here somewhere, if I can get to it. It says that manor house is just a preview. We'll go in anyways. So I think this would be the housing that they have in Skyrim. Looks like it's going to be in Solitude. And we don't really have anything to put in our house yet, so if we do get one, it's going to be quite empty. Yeah, this is definitely a preview. I don't know if this is the one you're given or what, but if it is, it's fairly large. Quite large. So, quest was not in there, which I didn't think it was. Now, if we do cut off, by the way, I know there's a patch coming tonight, so we may end up getting logged off at some point here.
Bones, it gets worse each day. My mother's cousin says her neighbors disappeared.
Everyone has a story of someone going missing. Are any of them true?
The history of Skyrim is a perilous one. Never forget that.
Aye. Very good, lass. I don't know how to get to that quest. Something over here. I think we tried up there. I think it all just leads to the housing unit. And this is the Fighters Guild. And the Peculiar Bottle quest leads over here. Again, I think this is just... Oh, this more leads... Ah, here we are. Hello. Hi. People playing dice. What mayhaps have we here?
Borfrey, is that you? Listen closely, you insufferable clod. I need you to find my notes and... Wait, you're not Borfrey. I can tell from the lack of heavy breathing and sniffles. Who are you?
I am Thorir Fortinbras. Are you stuck in a bottle?
Stuck in the bottle? No. This is a devious and very stubborn illusion. One that you now have the privilege of breaking. I was conducting some research, you see, and inadvertently triggered this spell. Luckily, I know how to reverse it.
And how do you reverse the spell?
It's quite simple. I recorded the locations of 3 verses of a powerful incantation in my journal on the off chance something like this occurred. Acquire the verses, come back and dispel this illusion. I'll make it worth your while. I promise.
Aye, worth my while. Alright, I'll find this incantation and dispel the illusion.
My assistant Borfrey has my journal. Find it, read my notes, and acquire the incantation. Also tell him to come get me. Someone nearly took a swig of me. Oh, I suppose introductions are in order. I am Narcissus Dren. My assistant Borfrey has my journal. Find it, read my notes, and acquire the incantation. Oh, does it really matter? Every historian worth his salt winds up trapped in an illusion at some point. Very common, and thus not worthy of discussion or commitment to record. I will say, though, as magical traps go, Mailmoth's wards are top tier.
Magical traps?
Indeed. I acquired a powerful scroll from the Mages Guild. I thought it might direct me to a legendary illusionist's secret sanctum. Unfortunately, reading it led me to this dismal state.
That sounds pretty suspicious. Did you steal this scroll?
Steal? We're adventurers, aren't we? What you call stealing, I call daring investigation. Mailmoth's works contain a wealth of secrets. If we don't pursue them, some other historian will. I, for one, have no interest in sharing the glory with...
Go on. You've no interest in sharing the glory with who?
Why, with anyone other than you, of course. You really thought I meant to exclude you? Oh, you wound me.
All right. Tell me of this incantation. Someone hid the verses?
Yes, the mage Mailmoth hid them all over Solitude, etched in wood, tucked under cobblestones, and so on. Just another one of his insufferable games. In retrospect, I probably should have gathered the verses before, all this.
And who is this Mailmoth, anyways?
Who was he? Past tense. Mailmoth was one of Skyrim's most gifted illusionists. A contemporary of the great Shalador, if you can believe it. Of course, he's been dead for hundreds of years now. I'd say his claim to secrecy died long ago.
Alright, so he kept lots of secrets then?
Ah, countless secrets. He was a master illusionist, after all. Unfortunately, illusionists always cloak their discoveries in puzzles and traps. Insufferable, if you ask me. No matter. I never shrink from a challenge of the mind.
If this is just an illusion, why can't you move?
Illusion magic extends far beyond simple parlor tricks and mirages. Skilled practitioners exert power over the mind itself. Intellectually, I know I am not a bottle. But the spell fools some primitive aspect of my psyche into believing I am.
All right. Listen, I've got to be going. I will find your illusion, and I shall find your incantations. Feel that something is leading me this way.
That's what he said.
Antiquarian Circle. Strange. Let's go in.
What's this? A new antiquarian in the making?
I shall be back for you in a minute, woman. Drinking songs. That one I shall have to remember. Empty bookshelves. Back out to Solitude. Alright, I shall speak to this woman. Dusty books makes one sneeze.
So, what brings a sturdy hero like you to the Gwylem Annex? I can't imagine you're looking for a book. Then again, I do see a glimmer of curiosity in your eyes. Perhaps you seek admission to the Antiquarian Circle.
The Antiquarian Circle?
The University of Gwylem's most prestigious historical society. We scour the continent for lost antiquities, collecting and cataloging as we go. We've made hundreds of discoveries, thanks in no small part to our scrying tool, the Antiquarian's Eye.
The Antiquarian Eye. What might that be, lass?
An invention of our university's founder, Terrain Fire. It allows the wielder's mind to travel vast distances and find buried relics, truths lost to history. Gazing into the eye requires both skill and talent. How talented are you, I wonder?
Aye, well, let's find out. How do I begin?
Admission to the circle begins easily enough. Just place your hand on the Antiquarian's Eye. If you possess the aptitude, you will attune to the eye immediately. If you don't possess the aptitude, the eye will reject you. Couldn't be simpler.
And exactly what is the goal of the Antiquarian Circle, exactly?
We seek the truth above all else. Written histories rarely give an honest accounting of the past, so we go straight to the source. Relics, curios, even ancient bric-a-brac. Anything that can teach us more about the myriad cultures of Tamriel.
Are the relics you find valuable?
I assume you mean commercially valuable? Yes, you can keep any relics you recover and do with them what you will. The Circle's chief concern is cataloging the discoveries and learning what we can from them. Everyone benefits from the arrangement.
Very well. I shall join.
Impressive. We rarely see such an energetic attunement. Well. It seems I underestimated you. With a reaction like that, you may well rival Gabrielle, our most accomplished antiquarian. I wonder what secrets you might find gazing through the eye.
Well, let's find out. How does it work?
In a hurry, are we? We'll teach you to use the eye in due course. First, do you vow to uphold the principles and traditions of the Circle, to catalog your discoveries for future generations and give a true accounting of Tamriel's history?
I do. I want to join the Antiquarian Circle.
An excellent decision. Mastering the eye is no small endeavor. But with Gabrielle's tutelage and my rigorous oversight, we may make a true scholar of you yet. Welcome to the Circle, Antiquarian. Now then, we should begin your education in earnest. I suggest you speak with Gabrielle Bennerer. I can provide some scholarly advice, but when it comes to using the Antiquarian's eye itself, you'll find no better teacher than Gabrielle.
And where is Gabrielle?
Downstairs, poring over more maps and tomes, no doubt. Honestly, the girl never stops working. I'd almost think she was trying to make the rest of us look bad if she wasn't so confoundedly cheerful. At any rate, she'll get you sorted.
Very well. I shall go see her.
Speak with me again once Gabrielle's taught you the basics. I know I can come across as chilly, but truthfully, I'm anxious to get you into the field.
Alright, so out of character moment here. Looks like this is a new skill line and a new guild, it looks like. This is something you're going to use in a dig site. I don't know, seems interesting. Hopefully this is quick. We'll go down and see what she has to say. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I would like to get to Lyris before we run out of time and the servers come down.
Ah, you must be the Antiquarian Circle's most recent addition, eh? Greetings. Sorry for the mess. I'll tidy up down here, you know, eventually. But I digress. Verita wants me to teach you to use the Antiquarian's eye, yes?
Verita said you can use it better than anyone.
Wow, really? That's uncharacteristically gracious of her. Huh. Well, anyway, let's get started. It all begins with concentration. The eye wants to show you what you seek. So, clear your thoughts, and conjure up a picture of the relic in your mind.
So do I need to have a relic in mind? Then what?
The exciting part. Gaze into the eye and focus on the facets in the glass. Take a breath and try to unify the symbols into a single pattern. Eventually, you'll stop looking at the lens and start looking through it. Why don't we just give it a try?
Fair enough. I'll try using the Antiquarian's eye. Okay. Antiquities Codex. You see all the antiquities you can currently scribe for. You can also read lore entries. Scribable, open your codex, blah blah blah. Okay. Bottle of Proving. Norge Grimshaw Pendant. I guess we should look at this one first, although this seems more interesting.
Well done. Now fix your eyes on the center and the corners of the lens. Then turn your focus inward toward the facets in the glass. Concentrate, and the facets should merge. Unifying the lens into a single pattern will perfectly attune the eye, but you only need to reach the foci to gain a rough idea of the object's location. If you lose your focus, just try again.
Not exactly sure what we're supposed to be doing here. Some sort of mini game. You must be in the same zone as Antiquity to begin scrying open your codex like the Antiquity. That doesn't really tell us anything. We don't really know. Left trigger for ability info. Must pick a reachable facet. So, maybe one of these? Is that reachable? No? Is that reachable? That's the foci. Okay. Ah, okay. That's reachable. So we have to get over to that. Is that it? All right. It's kind of like a little maze
I
game.
provided. I'll meet you in the courtyard.
Interesting. Alright, she wants to meet in the courtyard. Lyris is up here. Antiquarian site is over here.
What do you want?
Is that a courtyard? This has got to be the courtyard, right?
Looks like this is the spot. Time to excavate the antiquity. Remember to move cautiously. Use the right tool for the right level of excavation, and don't rush yourself. Even careful digging can result in an unsteady dig site, so be mindful of its stability.
Alright, so don't exactly know. Is it another? Now that's the Antiquarian eye. Are we supposed to uncover something? I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. Doesn't really seem to do anything. Well, I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on this, so we may have to leave this and come back. Oh, wait. What is that? That places some kind of a marker? Ah. Okay. I think I see now. There's a book under here. I see. So how do we look at it with... gold and something else.
There you have it. You're a proper antiquarian now. Seems you have quite a knack for it, too. Just keep practicing with the Antiquarian's eye and master those digging techniques. I'm confident you'll be recovering priceless relics in no time.
And what should I do next?
I'd report back to Verida and let her know you successfully extracted your first... antiquity. Don't expect too much in the way of praise, but trust me, she'll be ecstatic. Once you've checked in, start looking for relics. No time like the present, eh?
Aye, very well. Good day, lass. Alright, let's go see her. Wrap up this part of the quest. We might have another one to wrap up that bottle, and then we'll see Lyra. And we'll get this done before, hopefully, the servers go down. Virta.
Welcome back, Antiquarian. I trust your time with Gabrielle was illuminating.
Aye, she taught me how to use the Antiquarian's tool.
Excellent. I had a good feeling about you, and as usual, I was right. From now on, consider yourself free to pursue any antiquities that interest you. We will catalog your findings for study, and together we will uncover the mysteries of this world.
Indeed.
You have a great deal of work to do, Antiquarian. Wouldn't you agree? We're all quite busy, truth be told, but I suppose I can make more time for our most promising initiates. Is there something I can help you with?
No, lass. I believe I know all that I need. And that took me to level 5. Very good. And I am now a scholar of the circle. Alright, so there is a quest of something up here.
Fascinating application of the technique.
A magister. Looks like he wants to give me a quest. Something.
Welcome. Are you here on Mages Guild business?
The Mages Guild, what is that?
Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join.
Indeed, let's talk about the Mages Guild.
Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased.
And what can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
And what do I get in return?
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
I see. And you're not affiliated with the Aldemari Dominion?
We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls.
I see. And who leads the guild?
Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members, such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success.
Very well, I've heard enough. I am ready to join the Mages Guild.
Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the guild.
Indeed.
Over here, Initiate. Greetings. I have a message for you from Velast, Mistress of Incunabula.
A message for me?
Indeed. She has a task for you. You'll want to speak with her as soon as you can.
I see. And where could I find this lass?
Velast awaits you at the Guild Hall in Davin's Watch, along the eastern coast of Stonefalls.
Well, I shan't be getting there for a bit of time. I am in Skyrim for a great deal, so I shall come back to speak to you again. So it looks like Lyris is out that door. There was that other quest, though.
What do you want?
And I want to see what's going on with that, and what is in here with my... Oh, here's the bottle of proving. I don't know what that does. I guess it's maybe just worth money. I guess that's it. I was supposed to find something for that bottle. Did I not get that quest? Sometimes if you click to end a quest too early, if you don't speak the entire thing.
The guild requests your help.
This is going to be the Fighters Guild
Well
asking
met,
for help.
comrade. I have an urgent message from the Guildmaster.
This is another one that'll take us
Report
out
to
of
me at
Skyrim
once.
to finish
I have
it.
a task for you. She's a lizard of few words. She's running things out of the guild hall in Davin's Watch at the moment. The 8 guide you, comrade. No.
Alright, we'll get that quest, but leave it for now. I don't want to go on that right now. I want to, we're going to be staying in Skyrim, so. I don't know where that other quest is, that we were supposed to do. Let's get back on task here, though. Alright, let's go to see Lyris. Make sure to get this done before, because I don't know when these servers are going to go down. is. It's past 1, and I believe they go down at 2. So.
What?
And here she is, Lyris Titanborn.
I'm accustomed to stairs, but I reached my threshold for gawkers a long time ago. Move along, I'm waiting for someone.
Brondold isn't coming. He's dead.
He's what? Damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly.
Now, what is this all about, lass?
We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
Aye, very well, giant woman. I will follow your lead with what?
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be?
Thorir Fortinbras, your majesty.
The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out.
I've witnessed some concerning things since I have arrived here, your majesty.
Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King.
Indeed, I encountered a coven of Reach Witches operating in your kingdom.
Trouble from the Reach is as common as snow in winter. That will not be enough for Svargrim to accept the help of outsiders. His hatred of Yoren runs deep. I will speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris must bring me proof my husband cannot ignore.
I will find that proof, your majesty, indeed.
Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. If you run afoul of my husband, he won't hesitate to return you to Yoren, and not necessarily in one piece.
Is there bad blood between the High King and Joram, the Skald King?
Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since the kingdom was divided. Yoren's ambitions for the Ruby Throne, however, have created a new level of tension. Forming alliances and raising armies for conquest. Should we not be wary of such a man?
Skargrim thinks Yoren wants to take over his kingdom.
Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule. My husband is certain Yoren plots to erode those allegiances. He will not easily earn the High King's trust.
A soldier accused me of being a spy. Are your people always so suspicious, lady?
My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pack to the east, our soldiers have come to see all outsiders as a potential threat. I will look into this. Vigilance cannot be allowed to become a bludgeon.
And what sort of proof will persuade the High King to listen?
You must convince my husband that a threat greater than Yoren exists. Further, this threat must directly imperil the High King. Find proof of this, and I will assist you how I can. Helping to keep our hold safe will also allay his concerns.
Indeed. Indeed, my lady, my queen.
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brondold?
He was fleeing pursuit and gave me a bundle of papers before he died.
Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Ronald was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over.
Here's everything I found.
Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Ronald thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this?
Aye. What do you need me to do?
Ronald mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us.
Can you explain what this is all about?
Succinctly? No, but I'll try. The Ice Reach Coven recently attacked the Skald King. We learned they're planning something in western Skyrim as well, so Yoren sent me to warn them. Beyond that, we have the leads Brondel found, and that's about it.
I ran into the Coven. I overheard them plotting something about destructive storms and a harvest.
I had a run-in with the Coven too. First at their stronghold in the Sea of Ghosts, then in Eastmarch. They tried to... well, let's say they had plans of an unkind nature regarding the Skald King. I stopped them, then came here to warn Svargrim.
Why did Yoren send you to help Skyrim? They obviously have a bad history.
While it's true that Svargrim and Yoren don't get along, the Skald King doesn't want something terrible to befall western Skyrim. That would be bad for the east as well as the west. Besides, Yoren was hoping for an opportunity to improve relations.
And exactly who are you again, giant woman?
Lyris Titanborn. I was one of Emperor Varen's 5 companions. Currently, I serve Yoren the Skald King. Skyrim's my home, and I'll do whatever's necessary to protect it. Whoever's behind these threats will regret it, as soon as we identify them.
The Queen recognized you.
This axe and I have been all over Tamriel, to oblivion and back on more than one occasion for that matter. I've earned my reputation. Yoren hoped my fame might persuade Svargrim to grant me an audience, but it seems to be working against me.
And what makes you say that?
Most of the tales of my exploits involve the liberal application of the blade of my axe. Svargrim must think Yoren sent me here to strong-arm him into joining the Pact. He's wrong, but I'd probably jump to the same conclusion.
How do we know the smugglers and Reachmen are even connected?
We don't, but it's all we've got. Even if they aren't connected to the Ice Reach Coven, taking care of a few of Svargrim's problems might earn us some goodwill. Now, let's go check out the back alleys and the Lonely Troll Inn.
Very well, giant woman. I be with you. Alright, leading us back into Solitude proper here. Lyris is going to
I'm not the first Nord from the east to receive a chilly reception at the Blue Palace.
This
Doubt
plot
I'll be the last.
Against the king. Looks like we're going to go to the Lonely Troll Inn. We're going to search the back alleys first. Very well.
The Bard's College. Hard to imagine the Skald King spent his youth studying verse in this stodgy old kingdom.
A warrior poet. Interesting the king is.
Greetings.
The Diceman.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, pork face?
Brondel said you might know something about the smuggled goods from Sentinel.
Don't know any Brondold. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
Now, I do not have Persuade yet. I just joined the Fighters Guild, so we're going to have to deal without it. If you won't talk to me, you can talk to my large friend here with the axe.
My friend asked nicely. talk, or the next thing to roll will be your heads.
Kassala! She handles all the smuggling in Solitude. Her warehouse is on the docks.
That wasn't so hard. Come on, partner.
Where's that bottle?
We're done here.
Let's go talk to this bottle. Can we talk to her?
My assistant Bo. Does it really matter? Every historian
Try to pick up the rest of this.
Was.
I must not have hit.
Indeed. Still, we're at why with anyone other than you. Yes, the mage mail was. Countless secrets. It was a mess. Indeed. Still, we're adventurers, aren't we? Why, with anyone other than you, of course. You really thought I meant to exclude you? Yes, the maid was.
Alright. I still don't know. Did I get that quest? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Could be a bug. I'm not sure. We are supposed to go to the Lonely Troll Inn. And that is... talk to Borfrey?
Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will
So,
place.
yeah, again, out of character moment. This, it really does look exactly like it does in Skyrim. Little different colors, slightly different. Flags might be different, but other than that, it really does look. I mean, I remember going up here. There's a quest up here. I think it's been so long since I played. I think you have to fend off some attackers. Here's a gentleman.
If you see a pretty bottle around, let me know. It talks, if that helps.
I did find that bottle.
Oh, thank you. I was worried that Master Dren had gotten lost when I went to get myself some stew. I guess I just forgot why I set the bottle down. I'll go and get it. Him. As soon as I finish my stew. It's really good stew.
Fair enough. I'm helping to dispel the illusion.
That's good. A talking bottle makes me nervous, and it sure made Master Dren crankier than normal. I'll bring it here and keep it safe with his other stuff. Don't worry.
Very well. Goodbye. Okay. There's the book. Alright, I'm not going to read through all of this. This is just more on how to rid the spell. There's an incantation verse up here. Let's have a look. Is it up here? No. It's actually down this way. I know some of you guys, it's probably driving you nuts that I haven't leveled up yet, but I tend to do these things when I have time to sit and think about what I want to increase. Now we're running a stamina build, so that's all pretty much cut and dry. That we are going to be using stamina for attributes. As far as what skill though I actually take, I'm not sure. But you know what? Got a little bit of time. What are they doing here? Giving us item set, health rings, and a racial skill line. And take stamina, of course. We've got 2 points. Animal companions. We've got maybe some more green down. Now we could take maybe one of these things in Fighters Guild. Can we take? Yeah, we can take presence, intimidation, or we could take persuasive will. I think just based on the character type, and we've got some Nord skills here too. Resist frost. Now my two-handed, because I'm a Nord, my two-handed skill line is improved by a bit. Do I want to take resist frost? I don't know. At least not right now. Now I did get scrying also. I don't know much about that yet. I think we're going to stay away from that. I think what we're going to do, I am going to take intimidating presence. That generally is pretty helpful with the role-playing portion of the game and getting through some of these quests. Excavation, I'm not going to worry with. And what's available in two-handed? Oh, we can morph uppercut. What's available? Dizzying swing and wrecking blow. I don't know about that. Setting an enemy off balance. Now that can be helpful. That is something to think about.
It's a werewolf! Run!
What do we have? Oh, dive. Oh. Can we morph this? We can. Yes. Yeah, we're going to take cutting dive, definitely. Because that morphs that into a stamina ability. We need that, because that's where most of our stuff is. So that's good. That's very good that we can do that. We'll be able to use cutting dive a lot more. And that'll drive animal companions up even farther, which is what we need. Green balance. I want to wait till I can morph this. We'll hold on that, I think. Yeah. Is it one of these? Can you not morph another one at a time? Thought I could morph that one. Maybe not. Oh. Morph ability morph available for one skill point. Oh, I guess I used those. Okay. Alright. Well, then I am done. Alright, let's see if we can one of his incantations. Looks like it's in here. I thought I checked in here before. Come on. I've got less than a half an hour left here before servers come down. I don't see anything in here. This is just a preview, so I don't think this is going to show us anything in here. Yeah, there's nothing in here. I actually have not decided what I'm going to do yet for crafting. We'll probably get to that when we get to the next larger town.
Sure, bones, it gets worse each day.
Here we go.
My mother's cousin says her neighbors disappeared.
Mind these words, though often slurred, you should sing out this verse, the third. Vibrant feathers drift on the wind, my hair grew long, but it never thinned. Okay. There's another one up here. Let's take a look. In the spring, the soil is fecund. To break a curse, speak the word second. Pigs and pigs and pigs and pigs. My auntie's fingers thin as twigs. So I would assume this one should be second. Is that what it's saying? Alright, last incantation we need to find.
Bloody mages and their bloody tricks.
Where might it be? Hello. Blind woman? Oh, there it is. No, I'm not helping you. Sorry. Looks like the other one could be inside here.
What do you want?
No, what do you want? Don't see anything in here.
Protect your favorite weapons by storing them with us. But please, no fish. I can't stomach the smell.
Whether you fish or explore ruins, we have you covered in terms of safe banking.
Alright. This is a bank. I don't see anything else in here. There we go. First fragment. If freedom rings will stake your thirst, I urge you speak these words first. On the shore of an open sea, horde of porkers frolic free. So that one should be first. Now we have to dispel the illusion.
Hello? Is that you, Doughty Assistant? Oh, thank feck. You have the incantation, yes? Read it quickly. You'll be surprised to hear that life as a bottle does not suit me.
And do you think it matters what order I read them in?
How should I know? I'm a historian, not a hedge wizard. Just use your best judgment. I have near total faith in you.
Alright, I think the shores one was first, and then the pigs. So...
Yes, that's it. I can feel the illusion's grip loosening. Keep going. Read the other lines. I think... Yes, I think that's right. I can feel the glass cracking around me. Keep going. Speak the final line. That's it.
Interesting.
Ah, finally! Let's see. Legs, arms, stylish coiffure. Yes! Looks like everything's as it should be. What a relief. A pleasure to meet you in the flesh. As I said before, I am Narcissus Dren. You are? Whoever you are, charmed. Now to business. We need to find Melmoth's Mysterium. First, we need his journal. The librarian refused to share it with me. Ridiculous.
Why didn't the librarian let you borrow Melmoth's journal?
Oh, the usual inanities of frumpy book hoarders. I might have torn one of the pages. Honestly, you'd barely notice. But you know how librarians are. Spill a drink, or talk too loudly, or rip a few pages, and wham! They cast you out on your ear. Ugh.
And what can you tell me about the librarian?
A prickly Argonian named Dean Velaz. She works in the Mages Guild Library in Solitude. I might have said a few indecorous things about her beady little eyes. My fault. But people who stand in the way of discovery really get my dander up.
So does this mean we're partners?
Yes, of course. Narcissus Dren is always true to his word. If you assist me in following the clues laid out in Melmoth's journal, I will gladly share the wonders of his Mysterium with you.
Wonder if that's true. All right, I'll try to get Melmoth's journal from this librarian. All right, folks, let's maybe do that, and then...
For free? Why in Vex's name did you bring my belongings out onto the street?
Master Dren, I'm terribly sorry. I just thought you were hollering so loud, maybe I should let you cool down a bit. And
maybe we should get to this first.
You want some stew?
You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige.
Half-orc I read
rounds
so much
and
about.
let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Princess?
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you?
Why would your father send someone to bully Mog?
Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend?
Alas, we just wanted to ask if he saw the people putting up the job postings.
Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though.
And do you remember anything else about this charmer?
His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe. I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Aye. Thank you, Your Highness.
Let's talk outside, partner.
Not before I check the books, Lyris. Not before I check the books.
Rather busy right now.
Yep, server's coming down pretty quick. Let's check Check books, talk to Lyris, and then I think we're going to have to log out.
Who wouldn't want such a cozy little home?
A home, you say?
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong.
A room at the local inn?
Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that.
What sort of arrangement?
I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here.
Indeed, I'm interested. What are the details?
Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings.
There has to be a catch, lass. What is it?
No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours.
So within legal reason, I can do whatever I want with the place?
Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good.
All right. Very good. I accept your offer.
Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out.
Anything else I should keep in mind?
Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number.
Aye, lass. No Daedric shrines here.
Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an inn room.
Goodbye, lass. Alright, good. Well, we got ourselves a room. There's a dead guy here. Don't know what's up with that. Man looking at a mirror. Obviously trying to keep himself young. Alright, I think I've got all the bookcases. Let's get outside to talk to Lyra, and then probably going to be time to log.
So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first.
And why the smuggler, giant woman?
We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse?
Indeed, I'm ready to go to the smuggler's warehouse. Okay. Let's do this here. Alright, just want to keep myself on the right quest here. Okay, folks, I think that's going to be it. Servers are coming down in 10 minutes, so we're going to end it here. Next time we will pick up, we'll head to the warehouse. We will probably go to our room, inspect that, see what that looks like. It's probably a big empty in there. Maybe try to find some furniture, and we'll carry on, see where this quest leads us and what is going on in the Reach and what is the connection with the witches and the vampire. Alright folks, that is it for tonight. Could probably try to get another one of these up on this weekend, possibly. So stay tuned. Make your comments down below, and keep watching. Like, share, and subscribe. So that is it for us, and we're gonna be logging out now. So enjoy your night.